This is going to be fairly simple here for y'all. Miami Hurricanes hosting Stanford tonight at the Hard Rock. Number 9 Miami's taking on Stanford. Stanford's coming off of a big win over Florida State at home, 20-13. Miami's coming off of a difficult loss to Louisville, and it is time for the Miami Hurricanes to get back in the win column and remember what got them here. And hopefully, we will see a lot of different things that we haven't seen before, including some adjustments to play calling, running the ball better, running the ball with some different looks, and changing things up. Like, let's be real. That's really what it comes down to. Change some things up. That is the simplest way to put it. Will they do it? Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Leave a comment. Appreciate y'all. And subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what you see, man, because I appreciate everyone jumping on board this wagon as we make our way down the way. I mean, we have jumped upwards of about 1,000 subscribers over the past 30 to 40 days. Hurricane fans, I appreciate you. I love y'all. Even when y'all drive me crazy by leaving games early, I still love y'all. But man, if you don't leave the games early. Now, Canes are a 28.5 point favorite. So the line has come down a little bit, started up at 29.5, went up to 38.5. Now it's back down to 28.5 with that 45.5 point over under. This is very, very simple. I mean, I think Miami's going to win this game big. Just it's a matter of really imposing their will early, not allowing Stanford to feel comfortable, jumping out on them, hitting them in the mouth. Please, I mean, I guess if they win the toss, they'll defer as usual, which I don't like, but it is what it is. I don't have any fear of the Stanford offense. The Stanford offense doesn't do anything for me. Ben Goldbertson is an average quarterback, stationary target. Miami should get to him unless Stanford completely changes their game plan and wants to look like the Louisville team did by having quick pass, screen, um, crossers, and they might do that. They might actually do that. So there's always that possibility. But Miami's got to get to that guy. Miami has to make him feel pressure. Miami has to press up in coverage with the DBs, in my opinion. I want to see better play from the linebackers. I mean, especially on the crossers. Linebackers have got to be there. We need to do it, but we need a better job from Mo Toure and Wesley Saint that we didn't see the week before, last week against Louisville. Carson Beck, let's not throw any interceptions. Let's play a clean game. I find it real funny how people just switch on somebody so fast. I mean, I got people telling me, "Oh, he got 7 picks." I'm like, he threw 4 last week. Take a breath. So last week he had 11 touchdowns and 3 picks, and he was great. And now this week, because he has 4 more picks, he sucks. Like, get out of here. Like this is the shit that drives me up the wall. It really is because Carson Beck is a good player. He's a good quarterback. And we're going to see a much better version of him this week. I have no doubt about it. You know, and so I look for him to have a solid game, no mistakes, get the job done, do his thing, and lead the Hurricanes to a big victory. Miami's got to run the ball, though. Like, I go back to that. Miami has got to run the ball. I got to see that running attack, show up again. And that's on the coaching to create the plays that will allow the running backs to get the opportunity and not have to just run into the back of a wall. Malachi Tony, 38 catches, 510 yards. I mean, I expect to see him do more big things. I would like to see some of these other wide receivers get in the game. I want to see some other guys make some plays. I'd like to see some empty sets with going 4 and 5 wide. With wide receivers. That's what I want to see. This one isn't hard, man. They're 30, almost 30 point favorites. Miami's gonna win this game. It's not gonna be a close game. Miami's gonna run away with this thing. It's just a matter of how they do it. And I think establishing that run is critical. The defensive line being dominant is critical. the DBs locking in on potential on changes in game plan. Because look, one thing that um that's been said was that teams are doing things completely different against Miami than they're doing against anybody else. We all see it, we all know it. So you have to be prepared for it. It ain't rocket science. Be prepared for it. Go over what you got to go over and show them different looks of things that could possibly happen. You got to go deep into the playbook of Frank Reich, the coach of at Stanford. So and for the love of God, I want to see us effectively utilize timeouts. Sounds so stupid, sounds so simple, but please effectively utilize the timeouts. So if you have a chance to use timeouts to put more points on the board, please do it. Do not go into halftime with three timeouts. Do not end the game end your last possession with two timeouts because you didn't want to use them for whatever silly reason that came up. What is the weather looking like tomorrow? The game starts at 7. What is the weather going to look like tomorrow? I mean, it's supposed to rain in the afternoon. It's not supposed to be raining during the game until around maybe 10 o'clock at night. So the game could be over by then. But South Florida weather reports, they change like the weather. They're never, there's no consistency to them. So you see things happen all the time that changes with South Florida weather. I don't think you have a whole lot to worry about in terms of anything offensively from Stanford. I don't expect them to score points. I think Miami's going to win this game huge. I mean, Stanford scored 20 against Hawaii, 3 against BYU, 20 against Virginia, 30 versus San Jose State, 10 against SMU, 20 against Florida State. They did score 30 versus Boston College. I don't see Stanford scoring very much. I think Miami's gonna dog walk this team. If Miami doesn't score 45 points or more, I'm gonna be pretty upset. So I'm looking at this game being a 45-7, 45-10, somewhere in that range. I think Miami controls the game early and it gets to play a lot of guys in the second half. And I think that's also critical for the Hurricanes to develop that depth that we still haven't had a chance to see a lot of because of the schedule that they played. Playing that tough schedule early on, you didn't get a chance to develop other guys behind the starters. So we don't want to have situations where if we lose a starter, we have a player going in there who hasn't gotten very many reps. That's really important for the Hurricanes. So I'm looking at Miami 45, Stanford 10, and an easy victory for the Hurricanes. Get back on the winning track and move into the remainder of the season because after this weekend, it only gets tougher. They're going to be traveling to SMU next week. Syracuse won't be difficult back at home. NC State, never. I don't really think that'll be much of a problem. Uh, Tonight, Virginia Tech was hosting Cal. I watched the first half of that game, and Virginia Tech opened up 10-0. They won the game. Oh shit! Damn. They were down 20-10 when I left at halftime. Oh, they came back and tied it. Wow. That's impressive. I thought Cal looked pretty damn good at going into the half. What I don't know what happened in the second half here. I'm looking at these numbers from Virginia Tech now. Maybe Virginia Tech's figuring something out there as well. That's serious. That's a big time comeback. I mean, they were down 20 to those 20 to wow, they scored 17 straight. Wow, Cal really disappeared in the second half because they were dominating this game at halftime. But you still got Virginia Tech, and I wasn't all that impressed with Virginia Tech going into halftime. I guess I should have not turned the game off. I tell you, one guy I saw for Cal that was really impressive was Cade Uluave with 19 tackles. That kid is all over the place. He is incredible. But yeah, you got Vatek, and then you finish the season with Pitt. I think that Pitt game is going to be one heck of a game. Miami's got two really big ones on this schedule, and I think it's Pitt, I think it's SMU, and it's Pitt, and both are road games. You got to get it done. You control your destiny. Control your destiny, man. It's that simple. But yeah, I got Miami 45-10. What do y'all think? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Leave a comment. Let me know y'all thoughts. What is your prediction for this game? Appreciate y'all as always. This is Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.